Have you ever felt like mainstream therapy just hits a wall, like there is a deeper part of your soul that standard conversations just cannot reach, or not interested at all? If this is you, you are not alone in that feeling. For the urban Afro-Indios and Res cultures, our history is not just in books. It is woven into our very essence. It is an ancient inheritance that modern psychology often overlooks entirely. We carry stories and memories that go back centuries. When we try to heal without acknowledging that lineage, we are only treating the surface. The roots remain untouched and unseen. Mainstream methods do not always recognize the spiritual weight we carry. They do not see the shadow self that needs to be embraced, understood, and integrated, not just hidden away in the dark. It is time for a different kind of conversation, a space where holistic therapy meets urban reality, a place where we stop running from the unknown and start learning from it. Welcome to the Truth Chronicles Shadow Lounge. This is the new home for therapeutic holistic conversations designed specifically for us. It is raw, it is real, and it is absolutely necessary. Guided by the visionary queen host chief, Annie Michelle Magic. She is here to lead the way through the shadows, bridging the gap between our ancient past and our present reality. We are diving deep into shadow work sessions. We are peeling back the layers to find the strength hidden in our vulnerabilities. This is where true healing finally begins. Get ready for live urban shadow talks, unfiltered discussions about what it means to be indigenous in a modern world. No topic is off-limits when it comes to our truth. And we are celebrating rebel glam. We are insinuating the undeniable beauty in indigenous people and our culture. It is about looking as powerful and majestic as we feel inside. The journey begins on April 7th, 2026. Mark your calendars right now. This is not just a channel, it is a movement. You do not want to miss the premiere. This is the place to be. Like, share, and subscribe to the Truth Chronicles Shadow Lounge daily. Reclaim your inheritance. We will see you in the lounge.
Is actually the key to becoming the most powerful version of you. The parts you suppress, the emotions you bury, that is where your real glow-up lives. Welcome to shadow work. Most people spend their whole lives running from their shadow. They chase success, validation, and distraction, anything to avoid looking inward. But here is the truth. Whatever you refuse to face will quietly run your entire life from behind the scenes. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the unconscious part of your personality that holds everything you were told to hide. Your anger, your grief, your desires, your shame. Society said those parts were unacceptable, so you locked them away. But they never disappeared. When your shadow goes unexamined, it shows up in your relationships, your patterns, your triggers. You wonder why you keep attracting the same situations. You wonder why you self-sabotage. Your shadow is the answer. It is not your enemy, it is your unmet self. Here is what shadow work is not. It is not about becoming a dark person. It is not about wallowing in pain. It is not therapy, though therapy pairs beautifully with it. Shadow work is the brave and intentional act of meeting every part of yourself with honesty and compassion. You have a choice. You can keep avoiding the parts of yourself that feel uncomfortable and stay stuck in the same cycles. Or you can turn around, face your shadow, and discover that what you feared most is actually your greatest source of strength and freedom. So how do you actually do shadow work? It starts with awareness. Begin noticing what triggers you, what makes you feel instant shame or defensiveness. Those reactions are breadcrumbs leading you directly to your shadow. Do not run. Get curious instead. Journaling is one of the most powerful shadow work tools. Ask yourself, what do I judge most in others? What emotions am I afraid to feel? What did I learn to hide as a child? Write without editing. Let your subconscious speak freely onto the page. Another practice is inner child work. So many shadow patterns begin in childhood moments when you were told your feelings were too much or not enough. Meeting that younger version of yourself with love and compassion is one of the most healing things you will ever do. Here is where the glow up happens. When you integrate your shadow, when you stop fighting yourself, you reclaim enormous energy. Creativity returns, confidence deepens, your relationships transform. You stop performing and start actually living as your whole, authentic self. Shadow work is not a one-time event. It is a lifelong practice of self-inquiry and self-compassion. Each layer you uncover makes you more whole, more free. The goal is not perfection, it is integration. Becoming all of who you are, not just the parts that feel safe to show. Your shadow is not your darkness, it is your depth. Do the work, face yourself with courage and kindness. Because the most powerful glow-up you will ever experience does not come from changing how you look, it comes from finally becoming whole. Start your shadow work today.
Welcome to Shadow Work, meeting the parts of yourself you were taught to hide. This video is brought to you by the doesn't disappear. It shows up as emotional triggers, self-sabotage, repeating patterns, and projection onto others. Shadow work is about meeting the parts of yourself you were taught to hide, embracing your full, authentic self. Why does shadow work matter? Avoiding the shadow leaves you stuck in cycles and giving your power away. Facing it allows you to reclaim your energy, heal at the root, and become whole. Remember, healing begins when you stop running from yourself. The shadow holds wisdom, not shame. Meet yourself fully. Embrace your wholeness. Your journey of integration continues. Thank you for exploring this topic with the Shadow Lounge. Welcome to the world of Rebel Glam, where underground luxury meets res elegance. We celebrate style as cultural expression, finding healing in high heels and reclaiming beauty on our terms. It's where traditional meets the avant-garde. This video features urban soul, indigenous spirit, a fusion of Afro-native glamour and street style. This contemporary collection celebrates shared heritage through bold, urban aesthetics. Explore our key pieces in cultural fusion. The warrior jacket features custom denim with kente cloth and traditional beadwork. Street glam kicks are high-top sneakers with geometric patterns. The ancestral adornment is a statement necklace blending cowrie shells, turquoise, and silver. Our inspiration is rhythm and resilience. We celebrate the vibrant heritage and enduring strength of Afro and indigenous cultures, remixed for the modern urban landscape. This is cultural pride, street beat, and glamour reimagined. Discover Adorned Resistance, where cultural craftsmanship makes a powerful statement. Experience healing in high heels, embracing confidence in every step. Cultural avant-garde showcases traditional forms reimagined in future designs. Rebel Glam Diaries, the collection, is a testament to style, culture, and resistance. It's coming soon to the Shadow Lounge. Rebel Glam Diaries, the collection, is a testament to style, culture, and resistance. It's coming soon to the Shadow Lounge.
The fluorescent lights of the welfare office hum with a sound that I have known since I was a little girl. It is a frequency of waiting, of asking, of proving that you are empty enough to receive help. For years, I checked the box that said African American, accepting the story the world wrote for me, never knowing that the blood in my veins sang a different, older song of this very land. As I hear my name being called in the background, Shira, I grab my belongings to move towards the voice calling me as my shadow follows. I look at the renewal forms, and suddenly I don't see my own hands. I see my mother's hands. This was the inheritance she left me. Not land, not gold, but a legacy of survival mode. Left from decades of lies of who we are as a people. Slaves, we are told. From slave ships, but never to explain the relationships they had with the people that were already here. I realized then that standing in this line wasn't just a necessity. It was a ritual. A generational loop that kept us fed but never let us fly. I was walking a path worn smooth by the footsteps of the women before me. The ones who had to protect us but never meant for it to consume us. But then my thoughts drift to them, my babies. They are waiting for me at home, believing that I am the strongest thing in the world. If I sign this paper without a plan, I am signing their names onto this same list for 20 years from now. No, the cycle stops with the breath I am holding right now. I want them to inherit an empire, not an EBT card. I was the dream my ancestors had, the wild dream, of getting out of survival mode. Walking home, the sun begins to set and I see it again. My shadow. It has followed me my whole life, or so I thought. But tonight, as the streetlights flicker on, I realize it isn't following me to haunt me. It is pushing me. It is cushioning me. It is huge, regal, and ancient. It whispers that I am not just a statistic, I am a daughter of the soil, black and indigenous, a weaver of worlds. The system was designed to make me forget who I am, to categorize me into a box that stays at the bottom. But the shadow speaks of systematic curses being broken by spiritual truths. I remember the herbs my grandmother used, the business ideas I'd buried under doubt. I possess the resilience of two great lineages. I am not starting from zero. I am starting from thousands of years of intelligence and forces beyond my imagination. That night, the welfare application stays in my bag. Instead, I open a fresh notebook. The kitchen table becomes my headquarters. I map out the business I've been dreaming of: healing, creation, ownership. The fear is still there, sitting in the corner, but my shadow stands in front of it. I am trading security for destiny and purpose. And it wasn't easy. The road to independence is paved with no's and closed doors, but every time I felt small, I looked at my shadow, stretching long and proud in the morning light. I built my business brick by brick, honoring the indigenous roots that ground me and the Black resilience that propels me. I stopped asking for permission to exist. Today, I didn't go to the office to renew my benefits. I went to register my LLC. I look at my children and I don't see the weight of the past on their shoulders. I see wings. We are not just survivors of slaves anymore. We are architects of the ancient and of a new timeline to come. The curse is broken. The legacy has a future for me, my children, and 7 generations to come.
Thanks for watching. Hit that like button so we'll know you've enjoyed. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Truth Chronicles to receive daily updates.
Waking up in a world where logic melts into dreams. It is February 26, 2026, and Mercury has just stationed retrograde in the deep, mystical waters of Pisces. The cosmic fog is rolling in, blurring the lines between what is real and what is imagined. Usually, Mercury rules our communication and travel, but in Pisces, it demands we stop talking and start feeling. Words might fail you now, and technology might glitch, but your intuition? It is speaking louder than ever. This is not a time for spreadsheets, it is a time for soul searching. But the universe loves a paradox. While we float in Pisces waters, the cosmic axis is tense. We are building toward a massive release. The lunar nodes are activated, pulling us between the dreamy surrender of Pisces and the meticulous analytical order of Virgo. This axis is the ultimate tug-of-war. Virgo wants to fix, analyze, and perfect every tiny detail. Pisces wants to dissolve boundaries and trust the flow. You might feel torn between controlling every outcome and simply letting go. The tension is palpable as we approach March. Fast forward to March 3rd, 2026. The energy peaks. A powerful lunar eclipse in Virgo arrives to shake the foundations. Eclipses are cosmic wildcards, accelerating fate and closing doors that were meant to be shut long ago. The shadow falls and the truth reveals itself. This lunar eclipse in Virgo is the climax. Since Virgo rules our daily habits, health, and service, expect sudden realization about how you live your life. Are you serving your soul, or are you just a slave to perfectionism? The eclipse demands a practical detox of your spirit. With the North Node in Pisces, our collective destiny points toward compassion, art, and spiritual connection. The eclipse in Virgo is the release point for the South Node, asking us to let go of anxiety, micromanagement, and the need to know exactly how everything will work out. It is a cosmic cleaning house. You might suddenly quit a draining job, change a health routine, or finally drop a mental habit that has kept you small. It feels intense, like a heavy coat is being removed, but beneath it, the healing has already begun. The magic lies in the middle. Mercury in Pisces invites you to dream the impossible, while the Virgo eclipse asks you to create a container for that dream. It is not about choosing one or the other. It is about bringing the divine inspiration down into the dirt and making it real. So, how do you navigate this? Don't force clarity. Let the retrograde fog be your sanctuary. Write down your dreams, literally. Use the Virgo energy to organize your physical space, but let your mind wander in the Pisces ocean. Balance is your superpower right now. As the eclipse fades and Mercury eventually goes direct, the fog will lift. You will find yourself on a new shore. The confusion was necessary to wash away the rigid structures that were holding you back. You are not the same person you were in February. Embrace the shift. The stars are aligning to help you surrender control so you can finally gain alignment. Trust the mystery, do the inner work, and watch how your reality transforms. The cosmos has your back.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the Shadow Lounge. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button so we'll know you've enjoyed. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Truth Chronicles to receive daily updates.